James Doyle partnered Damysus this morning, trained by John and Thady Gosden, for a bit of exercise on the track at Epsom. James, firstly, how are you? How are you back from your short break from injury?
Yeah, good, thank you. Had a full week at it now, so body's feeling good. Had a couple of winners on the board, which is always nice when you come back from a layoff. So it's been going well.
Damysus makes up part of a strong team of lots of nice horses, but I imagine it helps that short road to recovery and wanting to get back on the track when you've got nice horses to come and ride.
Yeah, exactly. It definitely makes the recovery. You go through the pain barrier slightly to get back for a horse like him. But yeah, he's really exciting. It was obviously frustrating watching him run whilst I was on the sidelines, but great to see him, take good steps in between each race, and hopefully this, the Derby's coming at the right time for him.
And you would have had one eye on the Derby watching him run in the Dante. How can you reflect on that race and what you saw in reference to the Betfred Derby?
Well, I thought it's another good step forward from the classic trial, from the Sandown Classic trial. It was definitely a good step in the right direction. It was good to see him hit the line strongly again. I thought there were a few little things. I think the kind of middle of the track at the Dante meeting was probably the unfavoured part of the ground. It was just the way things unfolded, and I felt Kieran certainly was tracking the line in winter. You would think would be the right horse, but he didn't take him into the race, so he had to pop out and do his own thing. And I thought that was he did a good job, considering he's quite a lightly raced horse. And if he can improve again from that, he hopefully can go really well. Like I say, he's taken big steps in between each of his runs, and if he can do the same from the Dante going into the Derby, then it'll be interesting.
And you rode him on debut and obviously sat on him this morning. Would you notice any physical change in that short time?
Yeah, he's certainly strengthened up a bit. Yeah, he's a very nimble, neat horse, and he's certainly thickened out a touch. And I know that's everyone kind of says that, but he certainly, I rode him quite a lot in the spring, so he has definitely got stronger, and he just seems to be flourishing just before what hopefully is a good assignment ahead.
And what sort of things were you looking for from him this morning on the track?
Yeah, so this morning, John and Thady have used this breakfast with the stars on a number of occasions and been quite successful with it. So it wasn't a bad idea to bring him down. It wasn't a kind of popping the bonnet and seeing what he had under seeing what his engine could do. It was more just letting him have a feel of the idiosyncrasies of Epsom. And as we know, it's a very unique track that you have to have a lot of balance, and you need the right credentials as a horse. And I thought both of John and Thady's horses really showed that this morning. They were foot perfect, especially Damysus, who did. I couldn't fault him at all.
There's a bit of time still between now and the race, and which horses are going to definitely run, and draw is yet to happen. But is there any sort of tactic in your mind at the moment as to how you'd like to try and ride the race?
Not really, bit early to tell. We need to weigh up the field, see what Aidan's declaring, and I'm imagining it'll be a fairly big field, with it looking like a fairly open Derby. I think Ruling Court might not be getting the respect he deserves. We all saw what Fielder Gold did at the weekend just gone, so he could be pretty scary if he stays the trip.
Do you spend a lot of time thinking about the opposition, watching the other trials, trying to weigh them up against your chances?
You do, yeah, of course. And it's very difficult to know, especially in a year like this where there doesn't look to be, there's some years, like when Desert Crown came out and won, you were like, well, he just wins the Derby, whereas I think this year it certainly looks to be more competitive.
You've got plenty of top races to your CV. What would it mean to have a Betfred Derby there?
I've had... I was told there I've had 8 goes, and the best I've finished is 6th. So it's been a tough race for me, but I think it took Frankie around 18 goes to win. So it shows how tough it is to win a race like this. But yeah, it's what every jockey dreams of, especially myself being born here in England. It's a race that I definitely want on the CV, of course.
Thanks, James.
Thank you.